Beneath the fiery glow of the western skies, where the lamps of Valinor once illuminated the world in golden radiance, the Noldor stood united. They were the children of Finwë, brilliant craftsmen, poets, and warriors, with a hunger for knowledge and glory. But their rise was destined to be both fierce and tragic, forged in the fires of treachery and vengeance. It began with a shadow, a slow creeping darkness in the blessed realm of Valinor. Morgoth, once an ally of the Valar, betrayed them all, stealing the Silmarils, 3 perfect jewels of untold power crafted by Fëanor, the greatest of the Noldor. Those stones had captured the light of the 2 trees of Valinor, an eternal beauty now lost to the world. Morgoth's theft was no mere crime. It felt like a gaping wound in the spirit of the Noldor. And Fëanor, proud and defiant, swore an unbreakable oath with his sons. They would reclaim the Silmarils at any cost. It was an oath that would shape the destiny of the Noldor and haunt them forever. Driven by wrath, ambition, and betrayal, the Noldor defied the Valar, forsaking their paradise. They gathered beneath blackened banners, their swords gleaming under clouded skies. This was no longer just a pursuit of stolen treasure. It was a stand against the doom of their fates, an unforgiving challenge to Morgoth himself. But the road to their rise was marred with blood. It began at Alqualond, the haven of the Teleri. When the Teleri refused to lend the Noldor their ships, Fëanor and his warriors took them by force. The kinslaying, brother spilling the blood of his brother, became the first scar on their legacy. It was a tragedy that echoed in the hearts of all who bore witness, but for Fëanor, it was a necessary evil. Too much had been stolen. He would not let anything stop their advance. Crossing the grinding ice of Helcarax, a frozen wasteland where hope itself seemed to shatter, the Noldor arrived in Middle-earth, their spirits tempered by the bitter journey. It was here that they began to forge their legend. Fëanor and his sons rallied their people, and under his leadership, the Noldor launched their first great assault against Morgoth's forces. The clash was ferocious, an ocean of orcs surging toward the Noldor with unrelenting fury. Yet the Noldor were not ordinary elves. They fought with the fire of rebellion and the skills honed beneath Valinor's sacred light. Fëanor himself led the charge, his blade cutting through Morgoth's legions like a comet through the night sky. The enemy, overwhelmed by their might and precision, began to retreat. For a brief moment, it seemed as if the mightiest of evils could truly be overcome. But victory was laced with tragedy. Morgoth, from the shadows of Angband, unleashed his deadliest lieutenants, Balrogs, demons cloaked in fire and shadow. Fëanor, in his unrelenting pursuit of vengeance, pressed too far ahead, and the Balrogs descended upon him. Though he fought valiantly, like a flame that refuses to be snuffed out, he fell, consumed by the dark fire of his enemies. His body was broken on the battlefield, and his final words to his sons were a command: do not abandon the oath. The death of Fëanor could have broken the Noldor, but they rose fiercer than ever. His sons, driven by their father's unyielding will, became leaders in their own right, forging alliances and waging wars that would define the first age of Middle-earth. Their kingdoms, such as Gondolin, Nargothrond, and Hindred, became symbols of beauty and defiance, each a bastion against Morgoth's malice. The Noldor's rise was an epic tapestry of triumph and heartbreak. Betrayal and loyalty intertwined as closely as day and night. Their victories were glorious, their defeats devastating, and through it all, the oath of Fëanor hung over them like a storm cloud, propelling them toward their destiny, yet dooming them to endless conflict. The legacy of the Noldor, born of light, marked by shadow, is a story of unmatched heroism. And though their battles have long faded into legend, their deeds echo still, whispering across the lands of Middle-earth. The light we sought, the shadow we challenged, it is a tale for all time.